Hi everybody, this is Eugene Lisho. Today I'd like to show you how you can clean up a scan in Faro Scene, and I'm using Faro Scene 5.0. First thing I'm going to do is bring in a scan into the workspace here, and I'm going to load it up. And while this is happening, I'll explain a little bit about what I'd like to do. There's two ways that you can do this in terms of cleaning up a scan. One is to jump right into the scan and look at the scan sort of on a side profile. Specifically, I'm talking about roadway scans where you get a lot of noise from traffic that's going by. Another way to do this is to go into the planar view, make a selection, and then look at just that selection in the 3D view. And I'll show you both of those ways. Sometimes you need to do one way versus the other depending on the profile or geometry of the scan. So in this case, I'll just start with the 3D view. Actually, no, I'll start with the planar view. I like that first. And then we'll jump into the 3D view. So what I have is a roadway scan here, and you'll see that I've got a lot of noise. This was a busy highway, lots of traffic. So what I want to do is make a selection on the road. So I'll start up here, and I'll come down here, like so, and come on about here. So I've made this selection, and you can see I've got the noise that I want to clean up here. I'm going to right click and go View, 3D View. I'm going to move this over. Now you can see that I've got all the noise here, but one thing that I like to do is change the visibility settings. So I like to go into orthographic view, and I also like to change the points to small. I'm going to go back to the top view. I'm going to make the center rotation here on the side, and I'm just going to look at this from like a profile, just like that. So when I zoom in, I can look at it here, and I can make some selections using the polygon tool here, polygon selection tool. I'll do this very quickly, like so, and I will just close this up by double clicking. Then I'm going to right click on the selection and then hit delete inside selection. And you'll see that all the noise above the ground has disappeared. Now, there's a little bit more down here. I can zoom in a bit more and do the same thing to clean it up a bit better. Of course, I'm doing this kind of quickly here, so like that, right click, delete inside selection. Okay, so that's one way to do it, starting from the planar view, and that can be useful when the road is not particularly flat. If it sort of moves up and down, or you have a very long scan, then that's probably one way that you can use to isolate the selection or the area. So if I go back to the scan, let me do this differently now. Let me just go and look at the whole scan in 3D, and I'm going to do the same thing with the visibility settings. I'm going to go to orthographic, go to small points, hit OK, look at it from a top view, and then hit the selection tool here like this, and I'm going to rotate this on the side. And I'm going to be doing the same type of thing, except now I'm looking at the entire scan. So let's say this section of roadway here I'll clean up. It's the same process once I'm in the 3D view. Hit the polygon selection tool, go across like that on the bottom, make this selection like so. Again, doing this kind of quickly, but just so you get the idea. Double click, right click inside the selection, and hit delete inside selection. And now that that's done, okay, I'm going to go back to the top view, and you'll see if I rotate this, I've got noise here, and I've got the noise all cleaned up here where I made the selection. So that's pretty much how you do it. Of course, I would continue this on for the whole roadway to clean this up, but those are two possible ways that you can clean up noise in Faro Scene. Thank you.